Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDHS. Tonight, we are bringing you some high school girls volleyball as the Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans are taking on the visiting West Central Heat. John Burton will be on the call with you here tonight. Jason Hulett on the camera. As we got things kicked off a little bit earlier than expected, about 5 minutes, had to rush to get everything set up and going here. Starting to rain outside. We just heard a bit of thunder while we were setting up as well. You're like, all right, it's here now. Number 27 will start with a serve for BPC. That's Justice Kleindens. Expect to see her some in the varsity contest as well. Short serve there. Dug up nicely. Pushed back across the net. Beekman will set it into the middle. Beard on the attack will hit it out of bounds, and that's how the scoring will get kicked off. 1-0 Heat on the side out. Number 18, Riley Ferguson, back serving for West Central. A little bit issues here on the serve receive. Can he get the free ball back through? They cannot. It'll be a service point for Ferguson. Heater now up 2-0 in set number 1. As we're having some discussion over lineups here, getting a couple Spartans shifted around, it looks like. Shifting everybody around, it looks like. And there's the thunder, if you could hear that. Someone is a gasp over there. And we are still talking over lineups here on the Bushnell-Prairie City end. They've shifted Beekman and Beard back and forth about 3 times now in the front row. They decided number 2, Aubrey English, needs to move into the front. She's walked up and then walked back. As the computer just cut out, not sure what's going on here. I think we're back now. Not sure what that was. Not sure what that was all about. Looks like we're finally ready. Ferguson with the serve. West Central up 2-0. So in the end, it is English that came to the front row. Number 20, Jules Krebs, slid over for her in the back row for BPC. This is going to be a quick to the middle. That's put down with authority. Heck of a hit there in the middle for West Central. That was number 25 on the attack. I don't have 25 listed on the roster. Well, the service point for Ferguson. She's got 2 now. The lefty, she'll hit that one into the net. BPC is on the board, courtesy of the service error. Trinity Beard will come back to serve. Nice serve there, dug up by the libero. It's going to be set to the outside. That one's going to be hit into the net. Hitting air service point. BPC crawls within 1 here in the JV contest. Beard, another serve. This one will just barely clip the top of the net. And will fall back on the Bushnell side. Side out, West Central will come back to serve. Number 32, Jenna Bewley back there. This is going to be close to an overpass. Beekman's going to run up and hit it over. West Central, a little bit of issues there. He's going to take an attack from the back row. What an attack that was. Going to be close to another overpass. Beekman tried to tip once again, but it'll fall back on the Bushnell side. Service points for Bewley. 5-2 is our score. West Central rolling here. A little more issues on the serve receive. That's going to be an ace for Jenna Bewley. She's got 3 service points now, 1 ace. And the Heater up 6-2. Beekman sets to the outside for Krebs. She hits it high and deep. That one's popped up in the back row by West Central. This will be tapped through once again. Beekman on the tip. West Central's ready for it this time. Brought to the outside once again. Beekman up there for the block. It's going to take a one-arm dig, and Beard is not able to make a play on that one. She tried to, though, with the one-hand dig. Just couldn't get anything going there. Another service point for Bewley. 7-2 in favor of the Heat. And we appreciate everybody who's tuning in to us here tonight as we approach the end of the season. A little bit of miscommunication there in the front row between Chenoweth and Krebs. That's going to force an early timeout out of BPC. Heat lead by 6 right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back right after this.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here on TSSR, Bewley continues to serve for West Central. Her squad is up 8-2. This one's going to be tipped down the line. Couldn't quite keep it in bounds. Another point for the Heat. As the libero Bewley continues to roll on here from the service line. She's going to drop that one short. Beekman's going to tip at the net, partially blocked, and it's going to fall down. It's going to be a side out for Bushnell coming out of the timeout. What you like to see if you're a BPC fan, get the bleeding to stop a little bit here. Now you got to score some points in a row. Beekman back to serve. High arcing serve there. Bumped up to the front, it's going to be set to the outside, up over the tops of the blocks. It's popped up in the back row. Beekman will bring it out for Taylor, who hits that one through. This will be another attack on the outside. My goodness, what a hit there. Still don't have a number on, or a name to go with the number there, number 25. If anybody in the chat is on watching for number 25 on West Central, please give her a shout out in the chat so we can get her name on the broadcast. Heck of a serve there, barely clipped the net. Bushnell not able to get an effective pass off. Be another service point. West Central now up 12-3. We're really flying through this first set now. That one's able to be dug up by BPC. It's going to take a free ball by Beekman. She just pushes it through. It's going to be set to the back row. It's going to be a long attack. It's going to fall just out of bounds. Hitting there in a side out. Bushnell will get the serve back now. Mariah Taylor back serving for Bushnell. It's just down the line. Bewley's there. It's going to be brought up into the front row for Barreau, who sends the free ball through. Beekman will back set to the outside for Krebs, I do believe. Nope, that's number 10, excuse me. That's Kendall McCleary. Saw the number 0, didn't see the first part. Taylor will come out. English will check in on the Bushnell side. Going to take a free ball from Kleindens. She's able to get it over Bushnell. It's going to be set back to the middle once again. That's number 30 on the attack for West Central. And Krebs will send the free ball. Outside, tipped over the block. Nice backside defense there by Beekman. Able to keep it alive, and it's pushed back through by Krebs once again. West Central will load back up to the middle, and English couldn't get hands on it there. It'll be another kill for the Heat. 14-4 now. West Central leads by 10 here in set number 1. going to be pushed through by McCleary. Back to the West Central side. They're going to go right back to the middle. It's tipped this time. McCleary pops it up. And she'll help it through. Nice job once again by Beekman. And she's playing a great zone there on the backside of that block. It's going to be set to the net. Partially clips the net. It's going to kind of roll down and find a home on the other end. Another West Central point on the kill. Another service point. 15-4 now is the score. Kleindens has it in the back row. She's going to bump it up. This is going to be McCleary with the free ball. Bewley's there on the West Central side. They're going to bring it to the outside one more time. That's Burnell tapping it over. PPC will set for McCleary. Buell. Once there to the middle. That's going to be, would have been out of bounds. Beard touched it, and that's going to force another timeout out of Bushnell. We'll take another break. West Central leads 16-4 right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, the Heat lead 16-4 over the Spartans right now. We are in set one of the JV contest. Got going a little bit early. Then we had a little bit of a delay for lineups. But we are rolling right now. West Central will serve it away. That's going to be another ace for the Heat. Another hard serve. Let's serve there. Nice job by Kleindens, able to stick with it. Beekman will bump it up. It'll be McCleary sending it over for the Spartans. This one brought to the outside, partially blocked there. A nice attack from Burrell. And McCleary will send it back the other direction. They're going to set up Burrell once again. She's going to hit this one kind of flat-footed there. Beekman will bump it up to the net. And a couple Spartans there. A little bit of miscommunication maybe will result in the West Central point. Beekman pushes it outside. Nice job there by Jules Krebs. Took a little bit off that one. Just pushed it through, but it was in the perfect spot. She's able to pick the side out for BPC here late. Got a lot of ways to, or a lot of points to crawl back into this one if you are the Spartans. That was a nice serve by Krebs trying to make something. Maybe go on a run here. McCleary to the middle for Beard, who pushes it through. They're going to dump this time. One-arm dig there by English. He's going to take a free ball, and that's going to go up into the rafters. Not quite as a nice dig up there by English, however, after that dump. Another short serve there, just barely clears the net. Going to cause some more issues on the Spartans' side. It's going to be another ace for West Central. (20-5). This serve will tail out of bounds. Side out on the service there. McCleary back to serve. Shows this one high up over the net. It's going to be set to the outside. This is going to be Burrell, and she'll hit that one way out of bounds. Long deep, generally unplayable there for Burrell, but she's been pretty good up there in the front for West Central. She's being able to get a couple kills down here tonight. Central will dump this time. BPC was waiting for it. It's going to be a free ball sent back through by McCleary. They're going to go back to Burrell once again. She's going to hit that one. Was it blocked? It was not. That was off the tape. So the Spartans going on a little bit of a run here now. Back-to-back service points. Got the lead cut down to 12 off the hands of McCleary. Central will bring this into the back row. Buell will send the free ball. Just barely climbed the net. Beekman will set to the outside for Kleindens, and it'll be another point. A kill for Kleindens and the Spartans. So they start to roll on here in this first set. You know, you find yourself down a lot, but string a couple of points together, it's hard telling what might happen. Burrell in the attack once again, just barely got over. It's going to be another BPC point. They've on I believe it's been a 6-point run now. Cleary still back at the service line. It's going to be sent back, trying to catch Bushnell out of system. They bring it up to Beekman, who sends it out for Kleindens, who hits it down the block. Justice Kleindens with another kill here on this McCleary service run. And just like that, Bushnell has it under double digits. That one's going to be an attempt at the net. Nice backside defense there by McCleary. Back out to West Central. Burrell tips. McCleary's there once again, and Beekman's able to send it across. And the dump this time, that will catch Bushnell out of system there. English not playing up on that one. And that will cause an end to the Bushnell run. After they started to crawl back in here, this is Burrell with the serve. Beekman has it, so set it into the middle. It's going to be pushed through there. That's Beard in the front row. This one will not clear the Bushnell side, but it looks like we have a net violation of sorts. (21-12) in favor of West Central. Bushnell has fought hard down the stretch. Kleindens with the serve. They set it out, and once again, a huge kill for West Central. Not much you can do about that one there. And that serve will go for an ace. And we are 2 points away from closing out set number 1 for West Central. We got a substitute, a couple subs coming in here towards the end of the set. This one bumped up. Kleindens will hit it over for Beard, who helps it through. Be set back to the middle, tipped over the block. Pass will go into the net. Nice job there, able to keep it alive. That was a combination of Beekman and Taylor. As West Central will set it back out for Burrell once again. Should just tap it through. This is going to be Beard in the middle, and that's going to fall in for a Spartans kill. So they stave off match point a little bit longer now. West Central still up by 10. Beard back serving. Pass will come close to the net. They're going to quick there, and once again, West Central flying through for another kill. Just perfect in-system play there. They just get the quick right up to the middle. And that'll bring us to match point now, 24-13. So we got some late subs coming in here on match point. For West Central now will go, it's going to be Bewley. And her serve will go into the net, so Bushnell will have to go on a run here in order to win this set. They'll take 10 points in a row to tie things up, send us for a little extra volleyball. It'll be in the hands of Beekman. She'll send it up for Burrell. It's going to be brought to the outside, and that one's going to be out of bounds. Can't ask for a much better start than that on the comeback attempt. Service point for Beekman. She'll look to send another one away here. She's going to float over the top of the net this time. They're going to back set over towards the middle, partially blocked at the net. Beers there in the back row. Beekman will bring it outside. That's McCleary on the attack. West Central's ready for it. They'll push it to the back corner, and that's what will be the end to set number one. Heat win this one, 25-15. The final in set number one. We'll take a quick break here in between sets and be back with you for the start of set number two. Again, you're listening to TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as West Central took the first set 25-15 over the Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cool drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Raritan State Banks, Bushnell's branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell offers full-service banking, loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit them. Come visit the bank of friendly service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Raritan State Bank is the equal housing lender and a member FDIC. Just got a little bit, a little bit of delay here before we start set number 2, checking over lineups. But that's all right because we got some master puppets. Kind of soothe the tide, keep everybody in their seats, yeah? Something like that. So it really was a majority of West Central there in set number 1. Bushnell played close towards the beginning and started going a little bit of a run there towards the end. Basically after West Central hit about the 20-point mark, Bushnell started to pick it up a little bit. See, maybe they can carry a little bit of that over into set number 2, keep things a little bit more competitive. So be set to the outside. That one's going to be hit into the net. So BPC will have the lead after 1 serve on the hit in the air. He'll pick up a side out as well. Mariah Taylor will check into the game. Justice Kleinitz will come back to serve number 27 for Bushnell. Her squad leading for the first time in this contest. Nice serve there, forced to go to a knee. It's going to be tipped at the net by Riley Ferguson, as she will get that to fall back on the Bushnell side. We're tied back up at 1. Ferguson picked up the kill. She'll come back to serve now, the lefty. Drops that one short in front of McCleary. Passing error there. Nobody able to get to it for the Spartans. Another service point for Ferguson. She's got a couple here between the 2 sets in this contest. The serve here, that one just dropped right after it went over the net. Dropped right in front of McCleary. She's not able to do anything with it. That'll be an ace for Ferguson. She'll look to key up another one here. She goes right back towards McCleary, able to dig that one up this time. It's brought to the outside for Taylor, who will hit it just a touch out of bounds. 3 straight service points for Ferguson, including an ace. She'll serve at McCleary once again. Another nice pass there. Beekman sets it up for Beard, partially blocked at the net. West Central forced to scramble a little bit. It'll be Ferguson tipping it through. Beekman will set Beard once again. She'll tap it up over the blocks. Nice job there on the dig from Burrow. Beekman this time will bring it out for Taylor, and she will be in the net. Five to 1 Heat. Here is set number 2 again. They won the first set 25-15. That serve will go into the net. Side out on the service error. We'll set back Trinity Beard for BPC. Beard high arcing serve there. Dug up. They're going to bring it to the outside. That one just punched through by West Central. Beekman, I think she was trying to set up Taylor there. That's Kleinitz taking it in the back row. That one partially blocked at the net. Taylor will tip it back across. It's going to be set back up towards the middle. Up over the tops of the blocks. Beekman will joust for it at the net. And West Central will scramble and get that one back. Drop back down once again. And that'll be a West Central point. They'll set back the libero, Jenna Bewley. To serve. That one kind of off the side of her hand. It lands in bounds. It's going to be an overpass for McCleary. Set to the outside. That won't be hit into the net, however. Couple service errors, couple hitting errors for the Heat squad that looked really, really dominant there in the first set. Beekman back with the serve. Nice soft pass there. West Central will set it up in the back row. That'll be inbounds. Serve just kind of knuckled up over the net there. Beard couldn't do anything with that pass. It'll be another ace for West Central. 8-3 now in favor of the Heat after that ace. A nice serve. That one's popped up by Kleinens. Beekman will bump it up to the front row for McCleary. Partially blocked at the net. Ferguson there on the back end. And West Central, another hitting error will go into the net. Number 7 will check in for West Central. Yeah, the numbers on the roster here are all over the place here. We're getting the numbers out when we can. Ferguson will set at the net. That one's going to be partially blocked, however. Beekman will bump it up. McCleary will send the free ball across. Central will bring it out for Bureau, and she will hit it into the top of the tape. Service point for Taylor. She will look to serve this one away here to go off Buell in the back row. Ferguson sets it up towards the middle. That one drops right over the top of the blocks. No backside coverage there. Short serve this time. Nice job by Bushnell, able to scramble to it. McCleary will tip it over. He sets in the middle once again. That was partially blocked, landing in bounds either way. West Central first team here in set number 2 to reach the 10-point threshold. Ten to 5, Heat up by 5, and that's going to be an ace once again. This is number 5 back serving for the Heat. And not a number I have on my roster, unfortunately. Kleinens up to Beekman. Beekman will bring it back out for Kleinens. Burrell is able to pop it up in the front row, and she'll scramble back to try to get the free ball back across. Just wasn't in great positioning. 11-6 now in favor of the Heat. Krebs back serving. Set to the middle. That's going to be close to an overpass this for Justin at the net. Beekman tried to run up to make a play. Just couldn't do much with that pass there. Another side out for West Central. As Buell will come out as well. The serve will go into the net. Service error. Clear serve, dropped that one pretty short. Buell had to come chase it down. It's going to be Ferguson on the free ball. Bell is there on the BPC side. It's going to be set up for Kleinens. Blocked at the net by Ferguson, which was going to try to push it back out for Kleinens, and they will get it there. Nice one-hand kind of keep up there for West Central. This will go back to Kleinens once again. She'll push once again. This will be outside. Burrell will hit it into the net. The Spartans playing this set a lot closer than they did in set number 1. McCleary's serve will be an ace. Kendall McCleary with an ace. As BBC only trails by 3. 12-9. McCleary's serve, this one's going to drop really short, close to another ace. West Central's able to keep it up and get a pretty decent looking attack out of it as well. Beekman will send the free ball. Bewley's there on the West Central side. Burrell will come out with it. She'll just tip this time. McCleary's there. Beekman tried to dump, just didn't have enough mustard on it. Almost crawled over the net there for a second. I thought it was going to. (13-9), Addie Burrell on the serve. She'll hit it deep and out of bounds, so Bushnell will cross over into 10 points, still trail by 3, 13-10. Kleinitz will come back to serve. Taylor will check in for Bell. Serve there. This is going to be brought to the outside. That splits the gap in the back row. Thought it might have landed out for a second. Caught a piece of the line there. It's hard to tell there. That ball was moving, to say the least. Ferguson back to score, 14-10. It's going to be an overpass this time. But Central's able to handle it this time. Oh, close to an overpass once again. Beekman's able to tip it at the net. Set to the outside. That one will be out of bounds. Another hit in there, another side out for Bushnell. Trinity Beard will go back to serve number 5 for the Spartans. They just haven't been able to quite close this gap here. They've trailed by 3 to 4 points for a minute now. One set to net. Kleinitz is there on the other side. It's going to be Krebs on the attack, and she'll hit it out of bounds. And that'll be an ace for Bewley. Another high serve there for Bewley. Beekman will bump it over. It'll be McCleary to send it through. Be quick to the middle. Beard's there on the receive. Beekman tips at the net. And once again, Bushnell will pick up a side out. Again, they're playing the second set a lot better than they did set number 1. Again, we kind of talked about in set number 1 how they were able to string together some points towards the end. Maybe a little bit of that momentum is carried in to set number 2 now. As Beekman's serve will be just a touch out of bounds. (17-12), 5-point lead in favor of the Heat. Again, we will have the varsity contest on after this game, as I didn't even think that one had a chance to get over the net, just barely cleared. Beard and Kleinitz kind of stared at each other there. I think Beard kind of whiffed, and then Kleinitz didn't have a chance on it. As you said, the varsity game will be on after this one. Let's serve this time. And that one's going to clip a piece on the net on the way over, but still manages to crawl across. As that one is hit into the net. We'll try to get some State Series information as well out on the broadcast, probably during the varsity game, as that one will be tipped in the back row, as a lot of the seedings are out for our local teams. (19-13), 6 points away from closing out set number 2 for West Central. Kleinitz is there. Beekman will bump it up for McCleary. One hand save there from Burrow. As Beekman will kind of hit that one a little bit backwards. It's going to be helped through by Krebs. West Central will set the middle once again, and Beard got hands on it. It'll go out of bounds. West Central up to 20 now, 7-point advantage. As Aubrey English will check in for Bushnell. Yeah, looking at the postseason schedule here, it looks like Bushnell will play Monmouth United. That game will be played in Abington Avon. I think we're trying to be at as many regionals and games that we can be at for volleyball. Of course, it is postseason football time as well for both 11 and 8-man. So we're kind of strung out as much as we can be, but we're going to try to cover as much postseason volleyball and football as we can. So there's a chance that we might be over there in Abington Avon. That game will be played on Tuesday, October 29th at 6 p.m. Abington Avon will be the game played after that. And actually looking at the brackets here now, Batesville West Central will be taking on West Prairie the night before on Monday the 28th at 6 o'clock. So a lot of our local teams making it in there on the same side of the brackets, playing right next to each other. Cleary sets it over for Beard. Bell's there. It's going to be set to the middle. Another hitting error. We've seen a lot of that out of West Central here tonight, and I think that's part of the reason why Bushnell has been able to keep it just so close here in the second set, especially. Burrell once again, and she'll hit it into the net. Leads down to just 2 now, and that's going to force a late timeout here out of West Central. In a game it looked like they were running away with, Bushnell has crawled all the way back. 20-18. We'll keep you here for this one. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending, and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street, or drive up to their facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and of course pizza. Dine in or carry out. Located at 485 East Main Street in Bushnell, they also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all the points in between. For delivery, make sure to call 309-772-2100. I'm getting pretty hungry sitting up here myself. I don't know if Rosie's Pizza is in my future or not, but it might be at this rate. (20-18). Bushnell starting to go on a run now. It's Krebs in the back row serving. Klein is able to keep it alive. Beekman and McCleary will help send the free ball across. Ferguson will set it out for Burrell. She'll tip it over the top of the net. Beekman's on the back end. It'll be McCleary. Send it back through. They'll go back to Burrell once again. She'll hit it out of bounds. And we got a 1-point game here now, folks. Things starting to heat up, at least for the moment. McCleary's this one will go off the side of her hand, and that is just a tough way to end the run there, but still got a long ways to go before things are closed out. There's going to be Kleinitz in the middle. She'll tap it up. Ferguson will look to dump. Kleinitz is there on the other end. Beekman will push it back through. West Central will set to the back. Bell on the dig there, and a little bit of a missed pass partially. The result in another West Central point. It leads up to 3 now, and what was just a 1-point lead just moments ago, 22-19. Higher conserve this time. McCleary's there with it. Beekman will tip, but she'll be in the net. West Central 2 scores away from closing out the match now. That'll be an ace there. We'll have a late timeout called by Bushnell. 24-19 is the score. We'll keep it here for this one as West Central is on match point. Bushnell's only furniture store, M&B Furniture, is the mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replace your old one, stop in and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mbfurniture.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. Hulett Enterprises and Hulett Trucking can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC athletes. Stop by and see Danny on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. Again, big shout out to all of our sponsors here on TSSR and for Bushnell in particular. There's a lot of local businesses that hop on just for the BPC broadcasts, as That one will be hit into the net once again. 4-point lead for West Central. We'll have to roll off 4 points in a row in order to have a chance in this contest. It'll be hands of McCleary. Her first serve will be a let serve, and that's going to be an ace. Burrell's not able to keep it up. 3-point lead for West Central now. McCleary chipping into it. Bell will check back in for Taylor. Coming in off the bench. McCleary's serve will go over for Bewley. And the Riot out for Burrell. Partially blocked at the net. Bell can't get it on the back end. And that's how the set will come to an end. Heat winning in two, 25-15, 25-21 in favor of West Central. Of course, we will have the varsity contest live right after this. We'll go ahead and get things wrapped up here. Listening to TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. We'll catch you for the varsity contest.